So, in an effort to talk about projects and video games that I'm actually excited about that are coming out in 2021, I thought now would be the best time to discuss New World. It's a game I covered a lot in the past when it was first announced and the initial kind of updates and features we were getting from the developers. I kind of stopped after we saw, 2 or 3 delays on the project, a lot of changes being made behind the scenes in terms of their alpha testing, and development kind of hit a low point a couple of years ago when I was talking about this game. If you guys don't know what New World is, since I've talked about it, there's been a lot of people who have subscribed to the channel. It is an MMO being made by Amazon Game Studios, and I know as soon as I say Amazon, a lot of people are probably clicking off the video because Amazon Game Studios has been around, at least for me in terms of the public eye, since 2017, 2018 with their game Breakaway. That game I thought was actually really cool. I played it at TwitchCon, and then the game was kind of shuttered and closed off. Then they came out with Crucible, which was actually developed by Relentless Studios, kind of like a subsidiary of Amazon Game Studios. It was a free-to-play third-person multiplayer shooter, basically a hero shooter that was released and then pulled back and then canceled. These guys have a really bad track record of releasing games. It's just a simple fact. But with New World, I actually think this is the first chance for Amazon Studios to get something right in this MMORPG that is basically going to be released this summer. This is something that I have been waiting for quite a long time, and in following guys like Force Gaming and Sir Medieval who are covering this game, they just dropped the first look at Expeditions the other day, which is basically 5-man dungeons. It looks like the developers are looking at a way to really bring PvP and PvE players together under one game umbrella. I'm really excited to be a part of a new MMORPG at launch. I have a large community of people who I think really want to play an MMORPG like this, something we can all jump in together, stream, and just have a good time. When it comes to games like World of Warcraft and Elder Scrolls Online, they're just so old that a lot of people always feel like they missed the boat. Jumping into ESO now, there's so much content, there's so many players that have been around since day one, and they just feel so overwhelmed in jumping into this world, whereas something like a New World or even a game like Ashes of Creation, which is another MMO that I'm really excited about. I actually have alpha access to that one starting on the 14th. I can't cover it yet, but I'm really excited to play that as well. I really feel like this is a chance for our community to come together on Twitch and play games together for the first time in a long time. Unless you're playing games like Squad or Hell Let Loose, it's very tough to find a game that a bunch of people can rally around and play at their own pace and grind and join up together or play solo or whatever the case is. I really just want to have a guild on New World and play with my community. It's something that I have been looking for forever. Now, when it comes to MMOs, I am mainly a PvE player. I like doing dungeons and raids and questing with the community. And with the announcement of Expeditions, I guess they announced this back at the end of March. I'm really excited to jump into some 5-player instance dungeons, and we got our first look at some of these last week with Amrine Excavation. I think that's how you pronounce it. And they also made a post detailing another one that they call the Garden of Genesis. Now, what I'm a little bit concerned about is the fact that Amrine Excavation is a level 25 requirement, and then the Garden of Genesis is an endgame level 60 requirement. And I'm kind of wondering if there's going to be anything in between. When it comes to MMORPGs, content is absolutely king, and I feel like if there's just 2 5-man dungeons at launch, I really just don't think that's enough to keep people entertained on the PvE side. I know this game is mainly going to have a PvP endgame with like castle sieges and huge battles amongst guilds and other things, but I'm really looking forward to the PvE elements as well. On July 20th, the game is going into closed beta, and the game is launching August 31st, 2021. And I will say, that's barring any other delays that we could see between this video going out and the 31st of August. The game is currently in alpha right now, and they're starting to kind of open the curtain to real gameplay elements. I played a little bit of the alpha a long time ago, but I didn't want to put a lot of time into this one because I just wanted to wait until the game was coming out. And then, of course, there was, multiple delays delays since then, and we've been waiting. And I think for this channel, I have to do a better job of talking about games that I'm actually looking forward to that aren't necessarily FPS games. I know a lot of you guys subscribe to the channel for hardcore FPS, but I actually did garner a pretty big audience covering games like New World and Ashes of Creation and Pantheon. I want to get back to showcasing stuff that I'm actually just looking forward to and bringing a more positive spin to the channel instead of always shitting on very terrible early access and early access devs. I want to know what you guys think of New World. This is kind of like my, hey, I'm still looking forward to this game and I want to start covering it and following it a little bit more closely, and I hope you guys are here for that as well. My name is Bigfry. If you guys like the content, subscribe for more just like this. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. And if you guys do want to be a part of the guilds moving forward in games like New World and Ashes of Creation, make sure you join the Guilded server. I have a Discord that we've been promoting for the last few years. I'm a Discord partner. I'm also a Guilded partner. And I just find for like guilds and scheduling and content-wise, like Guilded fucking destroys Discord from a community standpoint. And when it comes to games like MMOs, where we're going to require a whole bunch of people in communication and constant scheduling and shit like that, I really just want to promote the Guilded server for games like that. So all the links are going to be down in the description below. If you guys want to be a part of the community, we also have a Discord, we have a Guilded, so you guys can always stay connected when we play games together. My name is Bigfry. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.